Right guys, this is HC McEwen here, and today I'm going to be doing another FIFA 16 team prediction video. As the last one done quite well yesterday, I decided obviously I'd do an Arsenal one. As always, if you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy the video. Right, starting off this Arsenal prediction, we have none other than Peter Cech in goal. This was just a crazy good signing for Arsenal. And even a few weeks ago, John Terry said Peter Cech is the type of goalkeeper that saves you 12 to 15 points a season, and those points could end up leading Arsenal to the title. In fullbacks, we have the Spanish duo of Bellerin and Monreal. Both of them didn't start as first choice in their position, but easily ended the season as worthy winners of a starting place. In centre back, obviously we have Laurent Koscielny, who in my opinion is at least in the top 3 centre backs in the Prem. He's so heavily underrated by other teams and has been consistently amazing for Arsenal in the last 2 or 3 seasons. As well as Koscielny being defensively amazing, he also does contribute with a lot of goals as well. I'm sure in the last 2 or 3 seasons he's also scored 4 or 5 goals in the league. And as Koscielny's partner in centre back, I have gone with Paulista or Gabriel, as I'm sure this season will be the year where Gabriel gets integrated into the team more, as Mertesacker is slowly declining and Gabriel obviously still needs to learn English, but I'm sure when he actually does learn English he will be the first choice next to Koscielny. Right, with the Arsenal midfield, as everyone should know, it's really difficult to pick who you want in there. This is because there are so many good options and only 3 or 4 places for the middle of the midfield. As the more kind of holding midfielder, obviously I've gone with Coquelin. After such an amazing second half of the season last year, he'll easily be starting for Arsenal probably every game this season. The other sort of nailed on position in this team is Mesut Ozil. Although a lot of people say he doesn't look like he's doing a lot, he does do a lot for the team and gets a lot of assists as well. As well as this, apart from Vidal, but he's obviously gone to Bayern now, I can't really see any other midfielders being linked with Arsenal. So obviously to complete the midfield trio, I've gone with Santi Cazorla. He again was fantastic last season, and one of his best matches against Man City, I remember when we won 2-0, he was the best player on the pitch by a million miles and really helped us win that game. Obviously Arsenal have other midfielders like Ramsey and Wilshere, who I haven't put in this team. Obviously for a title winning team as well, you need better midfielders on the bench and in your squad so they can rotate in and out. However, I feel like these 3 here will be the more consistent starters. Right, moving on to the forward line. Right, so I'm going to start with probably the most controversial one of the 3 up front, which I'm sure is Aaron Ramsey. I've put him there because normally, as Arsenal have so many good centre midfielders, one of them ends up getting pushed out to the wing, and a lot of the time it was Ramsey, so that's obviously why I've decided to put him there. On the left hand side, which is obviously a pretty obvious one for Arsenal, I've obviously gone with Alexis Sanchez. He was absolutely fantastic last season and was obviously by far Arsenal's best player, and was obviously unlucky really to not win the PFA Player of the Year. Maybe if Arsenal had done slightly better in the league, then he probably would have won the award. And finally, moving on to the main striker, which I have put as Karim Benzema. There have been so many rumours recently about him coming to the Prem and joining Arsenal, and I just think it'd be such a good signing for Arsenal. One problem with either Giroud or Walcott is that they're both not exactly clinical strikers, and I think one of Benzema's main attributes is his really clinical finishing. And I think with Benzema leading the line for Arsenal, Arsenal will definitely mount a serious title challenge and could easily, if they all perform well and keep consistent, win the league. And obviously, as most people know, one of Arsenal's recent problems since they last won the league is they usually have a real lack of consistency through the season. However, I do think this year it will change and they will be very consistent throughout the whole season. And if Arsenal did sign Benzema, my bet would be they would win the league. Anyway guys, that is all for today, and that's all for this video. Subscribe if you like the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.